Eventually, we'll get a picture up here, I think. We bought this place. Okay, not a very pretty building. Had a lot of questions about it. When are we going to tear it down? I am actually meeting on Monday with the town director of community development, as well as the LMO official, to talk about getting an extension on the time frame for rebuilding after you tear down a existing non-conformity. Now, I've said a lot there. This is what's called an existing non-conformity under the town's current LMO, which means it's beyond the setbacks, okay, that are currently allowed. And in the current LMO, if you tear down a building like this, you have to rebuild it or have your plans approved for rebuilding within 12 months.
Wow.
Okay, so we want a little extra time on being able to do that, because I know that I have to get involved with the resort, the town, and Publix and get agreement on what this plan is. And I don't know how fast that's going to happen. So we're going to meet with them and ask for an extension on the time, and then if we get that extension, we can go ahead and tear the building down. Okay, next slide. Okay, so this is the solution that's being recommended. This is a combination of items that you have already seen in the previous 3 slides. This includes what you saw about the gallery of shops, okay, with some additions that we would like to get done. What you saw on the previous slide was what Publix approved. What you see here is what we would like to do. One of those things is to add an additional lane at the entrance to the Publix center. Okay, this allows for a few things. This allows for people to come in and continue going forward if someone is turning to go into our facility. Okay, so you don't have to stop in line if someone's turning because traffic's coming out. Okay, it also allows for traffic coming out now, which we believe is also an improvement for Publix as well as anybody who's using this shopping center, is that now you can turn left. There's currently an ability to turn left in here. Okay, so cars are turning left, and if they have to turn left, if you're behind them, you're stopped. Okay, so it allows you to return to Sea Pines without any obstructions other than the traffic coming through the existing traffic lanes. Okay, it also, this adds an additional lane here. Okay, for merging back into the 2 lanes of traffic. We change nothing at the gate. And I'll talk about that a little bit. We still add this little intersection for this little median, raised median, and allow for a turnaround so that if you've gotten there again and you're not supposed to be there, you can get out before you get to the gate and have to be turned around. Okay. We've added also that we need approval from the resort as well as Publix, a return lane. So if you do get turned around because you missed the pass office, you can come back directly to the pass office without having to come back onto Greenwood Drive. And we've added pedestrian access to Publix and to the Publix shopping center. Okay. David, did I miss anything? Okay. Oh, that's right. And we are going to ask the town to require a closure of that curb cut. Okay? So that cars cannot turn left going in there, and cars who are coming this way, which was number 10, I think, on the list, turning into jump and fills at least, cannot stop in the lane of traffic and make that left turn. Okay? Okay, I think those are the key components. Let's move on. Amanda? Hey, what does this recommendation do? And I think I've probably already listed off most of these things, but it gives us a home. You know, Gallery of Shops becomes a designated CSA pass office. We are leasing our current space from the resort. They've already asked us to reduce the impact on their operations by moving some operations. They would like us to be out of there. You know, if you think about it, you know, if we had that pass office and we had the capacity there, we could just move our sales over there as well. But that would absolutely bog down getting in and out of that welcome center. Okay, so we really need that home, and we need the permanent home for this business, which is a core component of what we do. Buying the Gallery of Shops helps us with number 1, number 4, number 6, number 9, and number 10, because it allows us to put in place all of those things. okay? It also allows us to improve the speed of operations. If you think about it right now, when we have high traffic, we have one place to go. If you're in the right lane, for example, we have one place for you to go. If you're in the left lane, we have two if we sell you a pass. But we're trying not to sell passes in the left lane and move you to the right lane. But now it takes us so long to handle all of that traffic that comes in and purchases a pass because we have one point of sale, if you will. This plan gives us 5 points of sale. Now, I don't know that we need 5, quite frankly, but the plan allows us to build 5. We may come back and say, we're just going to build 3 at this point, and if we need to build more, we can, if traffic grows. But if we can handle it with 3, that makes sense to me. Okay? Issue and sell passes at one site out of the roadway. This helps us combine staff. Right now, we're running a pass office in the gate, so we're combining staff together to just run this facility during slow times. We anticipate that the existing pass office staff can probably handle all things at this window. During other times, when it's busier, we can expand and handle that. Okay, allow CSA to process the issuance and sale of gate passes to multiple lanes at the same time, which is what I just talked about, which allows us to free up that gate. Allows us to scale our operations and expand and contract. Provides for a traffic lane to flow back into the 2 lanes, that additional lane. So people aren't turning out into a lane of traffic as you're coming off the circle. They have an acceleration lane and an opportunity to merge. Provides for a method to turn around before the last curb cut at the gate, which is we're just trying to find ways to get traffic out of the gate that's not supposed to be there. Allows for pedestrian access to Publix. Okay, right now, if you're trying to go to Publix and you go out of the club course gate on the west or north side, you get dumped out into basically a street, or you have to cross at the gate and go to the other side. This provides for a pathway to connect back to Publix. Eliminates one key curb cut, and that's that jump and fills curb cut, where you're turning left into jump and fills and you stop in the lane of traffic. It also keeps people from turning left into the gallery of shops building and facility. Okay, if you were to find yourself out on Greenwood and you needed to go to the pass office, you could turn into the entrance of the resort and continue on that return lane. Provides a return lane from the gate pass, which is what I just mentioned, that doesn't require a driver to get back onto Greenwood Drive. Provides turn lanes into a new pass office to help with traffic flow. That's going from 2 lanes to adding the 3rd lane at the entrance, so you're not getting stuck behind someone turning into the pass office if you're going to Publix, and vice versa. Okay, provides a right lane for a club course, reduces weave, so you initially get into the right lane. Okay, you go ahead and you stay there because you don't have to go around the traffic that's waiting at the gate to purchase a pass. If you're going to club course, you get in the right lane. Okay. This also creates a concern for people in club course trying to get out. But because we're not selling passes now, we think we have the technology available that we can put a camera and or one of those weighted, you see them at intersections. If you come up to a intersection that is lighted and there's a controlled light there, the light basically goes on a timer. And after a period of time, you get your light to get out. Same concept here, except we're not doing it through a light. We're just doing a pad in the roadway that tells the gate officer someone's waiting at club course. And once you get to a certain weight, both officers can stop traffic coming in, let the traffic out, and then continue to flow through. Okay? So those are what we think this recommendation does. Next slide. So next steps. We still have a lot of permissions to work through. We have changes to just, the gallery shops we have permissions to do, but there's a lot of other stuff we have to get done. Okay? This time frame is a concern for us, and we're working with the town on trying to extend that time frame to get it done. Gatehouses themselves are not changing in this proposal. And we know we have some issues at the gatehouses themselves. Probably the most critical issue for Toby and his crew is that the gate officer who is managing the left lane as you come in is on the wrong side of the vehicle. So if someone has to stop and get information or be turned around, we have to stop them from the passenger side. Now, we think we can work through that, but at some point in time when we have to renovate the gatehouse, which is probably already beyond their need to be renovated, we probably want to make an adjustment there. Technology. We have entered into a contract with a firm called ABDI to help manage all of this and improve all of this. But ABDI alone has no solution to issuing a pass that is readable by a gate officer. Added difference. Okay, you can have it on your cell phone, and at some point in time we might be able to do that, but you're still stopping to show that, whereas a gate officer today can just recognize your pass in your window or your dash, and you can move right through. And then club course drive, ingress control a gate. We've got to figure out how we do that to make sure that the people on club course can get out once we have a free flow of traffic coming up. Okay, next one. We need your feedback. Our process for today, upon that site, and we will send out a contact and an email to everybody. We're recording this. We're going to post this as well as the slide presentation. What we want to do is get feedback from you, from the community, based on that recommendation specifically. Okay? Community feedback will be provided to the CSA